Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce, and we're so happy to invite one of the board members from this Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Peter, to come here tonight. This is our team members here, and we have Professor Kelly. And this is some photo that we have the strategy plan meeting. Yeah, that night, and we took photos with the board members.
Please send me the photos so I can document some great photos.
And the current situation and problems of this Chamber of Commerce, and we found the most important one is they want to increase their membership, like have double members in several years. And that, but because they lack of funding and lack of resources, so it makes really difficult. We try to have some ways to this problem. And at the first beginning, the client requires a marketing plan to increase membership, and this is the 5 questions we asked them. And customer requires a focus on...
Folks, you're going a little fast with the questions. Can you just go back? So you don't need to read them, but just give people a second to just read that.
And our client requires a focus on the National City and University, because these 2 places, there are a high concentration of Filipino-owned business there. And this is the map that we show the stars of these 2 areas. And this is the pie chart of the 2007 US Census data, because the last, this is already the last one, because the 2012 data to be released in this September. So we just have the 2007 one. And what we did in the several past weeks, we have one face-to-face interview with our client and one phone interview with our client, and have the most important strategy planning meeting with all board members.
So our next slide shows some impacted metrics. We believe that these tools that are listed here are going to help gauge their performance. We believe that it will also help identify their gaps, especially in the areas of sustainable growth, community positioning, integrating networks, and content management. So just having these driver measures to help them execute the identification of gaps.
Here are some tools we use in our project. For example, the voice of customers and the market feedback. And the benchmarking, we will talk it in later few slides. And I think the important 3 is the 5 whys: storming, norming, performing, and smart analysis. So these 3 we use in the strategic planning meeting, and it's useful for us to encourage them to discuss. Okay. And the next slide is, so this is our deliverables. Yes, we did some deliverables. The first level is we develop the current situation and create future state. And then we link and align the future situation with the strategic plan. Yes, and for strategic plan part, we have agenda in both Word and PowerPoint, and we're creating buy-in and organize their thought process. And also identify improvement opportunities and create implementation plan, also included in our deliverables. And FACC current mission is to champion Filipino-owned business and connect them with the resources, training partners they need to grow and help the community thrive. And the vision is to grow FACC in the area of innovation and entrepreneurship by inspiring business, education, and partnership. And also by Alliant spirit of communal unity. And I will explain the Alliant later. Now, since we changed our direction in week 6, so we choose the strategic planning instead of the marketing planning. So during the strategic planning meeting, we challenge our client to do several things. We challenge them to think through the basic assumptions. For example, what we did, and why we did this, and is that important, and why it is important. And let them to think about things in the different perspectives, and let them to think what information and data they don't have now, but it's necessary. And also we create a platform for them to make a conversation and ask questions. So based on the strategic planning meeting and communicating with our clients and members, we create some new mission suggestions. So we aim to serve the Filipino-American community by supporting current and future business owners by providing them a variety of resources and provide them with the resources of educate, inspire, and inform. Also, FACC's mission is to embrace Bayanihan and empower entrepreneurship. So now I will explain it Bayanihan. So Bayanihan is a Filipino word. It comes from Bayan. It means the nation, country, town, or community. And the whole term Bayanihan means the spirit of communal unity to achieve a particular objective. And this is the bar chart that investigated data of Filipino activity preference ranking. So we can see that annual dinner, breakfast, and golf outing occupied a very high percentage. Also, business expo and award event and conference on a specific topic also is high. Compared with others, is high percentage. So, according to this chart, we came up with some activities to help these chambers. For example, the event involved corporate and the personal, such as golf, picnic, and weddings, and the fundraising special appearances and the entertainment. The sport event is popular entertainment and some social change efforts, for example, organic farming and the communal gardens. And another one is environmental health and safety green initiatives. And I think the last one is important for vacation planning. So we can establish the partnership with our, members and clients in the tourism or in Philippines. Yeah.
So here's the benchmarking. So we actually get this top. This is the top 20 must-have we got according to the American Association of Chamber. So from this 12 benchmarking, we can know that the resources and the services will always be the important things for members. So for the organization, building a bridge or an access for the members to have those resources and use the resources will always be the very important things to do. So So as we have mentioned the situation of the FACC, the workers here, there are only 2 part-time employees and the rest of them are all volunteers. So based on this situation, and we have the meeting with our members, so the final thing we can define it as a volunteer-based organizations. So how can this kind of organization be successful? It will also always be the functional organizing. So this means the organization should always provide the tangible services for every day for the members that they need. So here's the 5 points here, the organization should do and notice. So firstly they have to notice what their member what the kind of question their member are facing and what challenges, so they can know how to do and how to help the members. And second is the organization, FACC should also aware the advantage and disadvantage for themselves, so they can know how to improve themselves. Third, for their funds. So for every organization, cash flow funding will always be a very important thing for them. So finding investors for the organization will always be the important things. But meanwhile, we cannot just depending on the investors, because this is a very uncertain one. Because for the organization, they should also find to do some products or provide services for themselves can generate the profits, so that they can have the very sustained profits for themselves to use for the organization and serve the members. And last one is sometimes they can also join the other association and have the events together or provide, so that they can provide members more services and resources. So based on the volunteer-based organization, the member relationship also is a very important thing, because every organization needs members to running for their organization. So here is the chart. We can see there are 3 different colors. So the blue one is for the benefits and services. The red one is for the media platform, and it's a light blue, right? Light blue one is the member community. So this is 3 different concentration, and there's several organizations are marked in there. So that's what their characteristic and what they're concentrated for, and they're served for the members. So based on this chart, we think the FACC will definitely provide the benefits and service for the members, so they can attract more members. But also they can do the media platform, they can post their news, their events, and or their resources on the magazine or radio or Asian newspaper. Besides those existing media platform, they can also have their own newsletter, by email, or they can also print it out several newsletter or paper in their organization or to several members, so that more people can have the access to reach for this information and know the chamber. Third is the member community. As we just mentioned before, Filipino-American are very all have the sense of belonging. They all want to build a community. So here, we want to build in-person communities as well as online. It's just we build a bridge for those Filipino-American, give them a platform to communicate and knowing each others. And most importantly, for the organization, of course, it will be building trust. So the subject of this volunteer-based organization will also be volunteers. So how to manage that? We think volunteers in this organization, they should have to notice what the organization they're going to serve is running for, what's their mission, what's their vision and values. Also, they also have to notice who are they, what's the person that they're going to serve? Like they have to know those kind of persons and get familiar with them. And third is the organization should also have noticed what's the role of the volunteers and how to improve them and get their job, doing their job better. And here is that the implementation of how the organization should implement the volunteer programs. So here is the 5 points here. So and we in the meeting we do the SMART goals. So we put the like we made a specific project, make it measurable, like make it attainable, and resource it, and make it have the specific time what the result is going to have in the specific times. So next one is monetizing the membership. This is one that we think it can endorse the financial and travel products. This is actually one of the things that we think we can help the FACC to to raise their funds. So by using the resources that members already have, they can endorse those products so they attract more members. And the second is providing discount. This is also one of the ways to attract members. So like through like a different, for example, like you're gonna have they buy one product using 300s, but if you being a member of us and like we can provide discounts, so this is one ways that we're gonna attract the members. And we got this kind of ideas from the IARP, the American Association of Retired Persons, and they have this kind of, they're also using this monetizer membership, and they are more focusing on insurance and travel products, which helps them to get billions every year to insure their monies. And now is our recommendation that we think the chamber should focus on. The first is education. We think for now there's a lot of generational gap and cultural gaps. So using this can allow students to have a workability for future needs on the local community. And second is from this Filipino Nurse Association in San Diego County. This is because we access into the website and we see in the very bottom of their websites there's several buttons and links that are related to their like they list companies, hospitals, education institutes that are related to their nurse industry, so that the people who will visit this website can click into it and get more information and know where can they have more information about being a nurse. And third is Alliant. It's because as our Professor Kelly mentioned before, like our Alliant can like cooperate with the FACC, so like we can have like a nursery entrepreneurship courses. So in that, just provide a chance for the people who want to start it. We can then come in Alliant and get this kind of courses. And fourth is the Little Free Library. This is one of sorts for serving the community. Like we can providing books. It's like a little library here, so we don't have to be very big like a government sponsored public library. Just more that everybody can just it's for more convenient. And also we can offer internship to attract more students who are creative or smart to have their sort to serve the organization. Another is the entrepreneurship. So we also think the FACC can help to the company who need the grants to help them to apply for the grants, and the company who doesn't know how to do a financial planning, we can give them course, give them lecture to help them do it. And here is the health wellness. This part is actually the same with the community sport that we wanted to tell the members of the communities that our organization can do this part. So So because for the organization, it's not only doing the business, but also serving the communities. So more people knowing our community, so more people will think to join us. And here is a volunteer opportunity. This is actually, it's like a kind of service for the company or entrepreneurs that already be in the community. They can provide like once the free tax preparation or buying similar or social service just for free, like experience, so that if the people who come think it's good, they will keep going using it. So it's kind of opportunities for them to attract their business.
So member benefits, we are looking for so we've been focusing on the businesses, and we realized that through our strat planning that maybe the FACC was overlooking the individual. And so we kind of are taking that platform and looking at members of the chambers that are perhaps more technology driven and are looking for resources. They're also looking to connect and establish relationships. So providing an online free networking communication can help the community strengthen. We used this business model tool called Canvanizer to help kind of recreate or suggest a new business model for the chamber. This business model makes a direct correlation with social responsibility, and it breaks it down so that maybe they can consider revamping their current business. So like I said, we felt like the chamber was maybe overlooking the individual, because the individual today we felt is a business in itself. For example, if you're an eBay seller or you rent from Airbnb, you're stimulating your local economy. So we feel that the chamber might be missing out on a market share there. So we hope that they can look at Gen Y and, like I said, some technology-driven individuals. By doing this, the chamber could play a role in increasing local entrepreneurs and economies and spreading.
Sometimes you call that the solopreneurs. Solopreneurs is like individual who's just has their own business and it's just them doing a service.
So by doing this, they would have to build a new infrastructure and maybe have a new support, but this will get the youth involved in education. Maybe those that are interning will eventually be business owners. So linking those students with small business and entrepreneur classes is another way for increasing membership. So our going forward,
Are we, I don't know if we had a timekeeper, but I think we're running on the edge of our time.
Going forward plan is to create an implementation plan. So we recommend that before we can even think about marketing, that the FACC needs to focus on the foundation and create standard processes and leverage their abilities and skills of their members, so that they can create a prioritization schedule and really make something that is planned and prioritized and can be revisited over a time frame and validated with those responsible. I skipped over countermeasures, but basically the FACC, we're going to ask that they look at identifying their gaps and identifying roles and responsibilities for those items that may be we also wanted to look, we also created this implementation plan, which is for a 6-month period that we had a stretch goal to increase their membership by 100 members in 6 months, which was, like I said, a stretch goal. But we haven't prioritized, and this is a good foundation for them to get started. So that is our presentation. And do you have any questions?